But we begin with a big problem inside the Democratic Party. It is now controlled by real socialists, no, statists, communists, more accurate. There are no more moderates, only candidates that pretend to be moderate during the campaign. People like Abigail Spanberger, James Talarico. Take a look.
It is now existential that we try to reduce our meat consumption and that we try to respect animals. I am proud to say that our campaign has officially become a non-meat campaign.
I'm not a vegan. I'm an eighth-generation Texan. I've been eating barbecue since before Ken Paxton's first indictment. And this campaign basically runs on Texas barbecue.
God is both masculine and feminine and everything in between. God is non-binary.
I think I was being intentionally provocative with that statement. But what it means is that God can't be defined by human categories.
Something that you love that's not family or friends.
I love, I'm just saying this because it's on my mind, the trans children who showed up yesterday at the state capitol to advocate for their humanity. They shouldn't have to, but it was an inspiration to watch.
Is Ken Paxton telling the truth about you in relation to these issues, especially involving what he was just talking about there, transgender issues involving children?
No, Ken Paxton is clipping comments, taking them out of context to try to paint a picture, trying to paint me as someone I'm not.
Oh, 6 genders. No, he didn't mean what he said. No meat in Texas? Against drilling in Texas? Okay, non-binary God. Okay. Good luck with that campaign. As you can see, it's all one big lie. James Talarico is a far-left nut job. But again, that is a perfect representation of the modern, extreme, communist Democratic Party. And at the heart of the party are two people who loathe capitalism, the American way of life. In fact, they want to use China, Cuba, and Russia as the model for what the United States could be. In New York, it's Zohran, Marxist, commie, Mamdani, and AOC. But he's living up to his nickname with a seedy new plan to seize private property from landlords, the people that paid for the property. Take a look.
We are committed to empowering our housing enforcement teams, whether HPD or the law department, to protect tenants. You know, the other day on Tuesday, when I was asked about a specific landlord, this happens to also be a landlord of a building where there was an active beehive within the building. That's the level of disrepair that New Yorkers have been forced to live with. And when nonprofits or tenants are in a position to take over those responsibilities, we're going to make sure that they are equipped to do a better job than the current landlord who is violating housing law.
How dare a home get a beehive and the landlord didn't see it? Let's put it this way. Mamdani, self-described socialist, really a communist, will use any excuse to seize a house or a building away from the person that paid for the property, the private property owner. Even the presence of a beehive can justify taking their property. In other words, private property will no longer be private, and the people of New York City actually own nothing. And according to the city's socialist mayor, he has the power to take anything that he wants, given the right excuse. And by the way, don't forget his proposal, 50% of your money, it's a death tax. You already paid money on that taxes. 50% death tax in New York City. This is how societies will collapse. We've seen it over and over and over again, the same movie. You know, wash, rinse, repeat. Mamdani's friend and ally in New York City, of course, apparently wants to take this socialist vision nationwide. That's Congresswoman AOC, has now been campaigning for far-left socialists nationwide with rumors that she is laying the groundwork to run for president in 2028. So tonight, it is critical to ask, what is AOC's track record? Has she actually helped her constituents at all? I don't think she blew that Amazon deal. All right, thanks for watching. Check out my new podcast, Hanging Out with me, Sean Hannity. The big interviews, the debates you won't get anywhere else. Like and subscribe for new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday.